Time to predict the scores of week 36 of this 2022-2023 Championship season. Last week's top scorer with a lovely score of 17.5 points was Eric is at the wheel with 2 perfect scores as well, and in second place was SG Minor 21 on 17 points. How that affects the overall leaderboard? Well, top of the shop once again is GKK 474, currently on 330 points, and 7 points behind on 323 points is Rhino. So let's now move on to game week 36, where we have 12 games to predict between Friday 10th of March and Sunday the 12th of March. First up, we've got Stoke City coming up against Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn Rovers defying my odds of where they would finish this season. A very good victory over Sheffield United last time out 1-0. And Stoke City, probably the performance of their season, where they beat Sunderland 5-1. Tough one to call. Friday evening, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. We then move on to the first of the Saturday fixtures, which kicks off at 12:30 at Ashton Gate. Bristol City coming up against Blackpool. Blackpool struggling at the wrong end of the table, third from bottom in the Championship. A decent draw, you could say, against champions-elect Burnley 0-0 last time out. And Bristol City now stuttering, you could say, slightly. Only 1 win in their last 5 matches. A loss last Saturday, which myself and Nathan were in attendance, and you can see the vlog on Nathan's channel for that match, where Cardiff City beat the Wurzels 2-0, and a draw in midweek against strugglers Huddersfield. So I think at home, don't want to bounce back slightly the Robins here, and I think they will, and I think they'll come out on top 2-1. Then we move to the first of the 3 o'clock kickoffs, where Birmingham City take on Rotherham. Birmingham struggling now, last 5 matches sees them lose 4 matches and draw 1, and Rotherham a good win against the free-falling QPR 3-1 last time out. Another tight one. Championship is always difficult to predict, but I'm actually going to go for a home win in this one, and I think Birmingham win 2-1. Then we've got Burnley coming up against Wigan Athletic. Burnley going to bounce back straight away from that draw in their last match, where they drew with local rivals Blackpool 0-0. And Wigan Athletic really need to start winning some games, just the 1 win in their last 7 fixtures, and a narrow defeat against West Brom last time out 1-0. I think Burnley will take all 3 points here with a 3-0 win. Just going to be too strong for the Latics there. Then we move on to the Ricoh Arena, where Coventry City taking on Hull City. Coventry trying to get into the playoffs. 4 wins in their last 5 against the Tigers, who had a decent win against West Brom last time out. I think Coventry will narrowly win this one 2-1. Then we move up to Deepdale, where Preston North End take on Cardiff City. Preston just the 1 defeat in their last 7 matches, and Cardiff now 3 wins in their last 4. This one's got a draw written all over it. Cardiff starting to score now as well, where they were really struggling early in the season, and I fully expect this one to end up 1-1. Then we got QPR against Watford. Both of these teams are really struggling at the moment, although QPR 5 defeats on the bounce now. Watford 4 draws in their last 6 matches, but I think Watford, the Hornets, will sneak this one 2-1. We then move on to Majestic Stadium, where Reading take on Millwall. Reading's form going to pot themselves, 4 defeats in their last 6 matches, and Millwall in the last 2 matches losing against Norwich 3-2 and a draw against Luton Town 2-2. Another tight one, as they always are in the Championship, but I think Millwall will run out just 1-0 winners. Then we've got Sheffield United coming up against Luton, another tough one to call. Now, Sheffield United surprisingly 3 defeats in the last 6, but also 3 wins as well. And Luton Town, okay, 1 defeat in their last 7 matches. A good 1-0 home win against Swansea last time out. I think this one will end up in a draw at Bramall Lane, and I can see it ending up 1-1. Then we've got the Jacks, Swansea taking on Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough form team of the whole of the Championship at the moment. 6 wins in their last 7 matches, and Swansea just the 1 win in their last 7, and a loss last time out against Luton. I think Middlesbrough should go to the Swansea.com stadium, come away with all 3 points at 2-0. And then we got West Brom at the Hawthorns taking on Huddersfield. Huddersfield desperate for a win now. A good point against Bristol City last time out, but I think West Brom will prove to be a little bit too strong for them, and I can see the home side winning this one 2-1. And the final fixture of this game week sees Norwich taking on Sunderland at Carrow Road. Sunderland's form has nosedived tremendously recently. 3 defeats on the trot, a terrible loss at home against Stoke 5-1, whereas Norwich, a good 3-2 win against battling Millwall. I think Norwich will take all 3 points in this one with a 3-0 victory. So those are my predictions for game week 36 of this 2022-2023 Championship season. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Super Brew website. See if you can climb up that table. There's more matches next week on Tuesday and Wednesday for game week 37, so make sure you tune in for that one. But for now, enjoy the football over the weekend, and I'll see you all in the next video.